for discipleship, it isn't convenient. And a lot of times, we do everything out of convenience. It's gonna take some time to build into people, and I'm very fortunate that people built into me because they didn't have to. And I'm not sure where I would be if they wouldn't have built into me. Yeah, I'm Marcus Hanel. I'm here from Racine, Wisconsin. I am now the bullpen catcher of the Milwaukee Brewers. I signed up as a 17-year-old out of Racine Horlick, chasing after my dreams. I was a baseball player, and shortly after I was playing minor league baseball, thinking I'm going to get everything I had prayed and wished for, and those are things of this world: the car, the ladies, the house. That is everything I wanted, and I have to say, it didn't happen, didn't go as planned as I had thought. You find out very quickly that there's other players who have those same dreams and are quite good. So I struggled offensively. I wasn't doing as well as I thought. I wasn't moving up to the next levels as fast as some of my buddies who I was playing ball with. And so now the struggles come in, and there's a lot of doubt. There's a lot of things mentally that you start to deal with, and it's a battle all the time. And then during that time, I got a phone call from home that a buddy of mine had committed suicide. And now I am really hurting. I'm hurting both physically because baseball's not going well. I'm struggling there. And now I'm hurting emotionally because my buddy had just died. And I do not know where to turn to. I thought I had this whole thing figured out because I was chasing after things of this world, but I was lost. And I had to look to those on a team who were different, and I knew who they were. Those were the guys who were following Christ. So I went to them, and they had shared Christ with me. Once my buddy died, I was very fortunate to have guys on the team who were following Christ, and they were showing me through the Bible on where to go to, and they were building me up through it with doing Bible studies and that. And I switched teams. I got picked up by the Atlanta Braves, and at that time I was in big league camp, so there was guys on that club who were believers, like John Smoltz, Tony Graffinino. Those guys were also building me up, but I still was not getting it until I came to the Brewers in 2001. He hates when I say this, but our chaplain at the time, Wayne Bilgard, slapped me in the face with truth. He really said, hey, you claim one thing, but you're not living for him. And it was the first time someone stood up and said, this is what it means to follow Christ. And other guys meant well as far as saying this is where you can find your truth in the Bible, but Wayne was the first person to call me out and say, you claim to know this and you claim to be doing this. Here it is. Are you living for him or not? And that's where I had to make a decision, man. Am I all in or am I not? And that's when I said, all right, Lord, I'm all in for you. Now I look back, I see what Christ has done in my life. I see all the hardships that I went through. And when I see younger players doing some of the things that I used to do, man, it really hits my heart, and I don't like to see them struggle, so I look at those as opportunities for me to reach and share with them the love of Christ with them. And discipleship is hard work. We got to get in there and get dirty with them, and sometimes we got to get involved in things that we don't always like to do, and that takes time. But in doing so, you're going to hear their hearts, and then you can give them the real hope that is Jesus Christ.
A few years ago, I was so fortunate to meet Marcus at a Bible study during spring training out in Arizona, and just to get to know him more and more, and know the Christian man he is, and just the discipleship and the mentoring he's put in my life. Not only as a baseball player, because he offers me so much advice playing the game, but it's also off the field, and more importantly, my walk with Christ. He's invited me to off-season Bible studies where we've really got to connect. It's just regular guys sitting around reading the Bible, drinking coffee. And with that, and just the impact and how he's poured into my life, it's given me the confidence to pour into other people's lives as well. My fellow teammates, my kids, I see the father that he is, and I see the husband that he is as well. I'm just so excited for the impact Marcus has had on my life.
Well, I think I'm so blessed, Lord has fulfilled a dream. I've gotten to the big leagues. I'm not a player, but yet I get to put on a big league uniform. I get to hang out with the guys in the bullpen. I get to throw batting practice. I get to do these things that I've dreamed about, I'm blessed to have a wife who follows the Lord. I've been blessed with 4 awesome kids. I have the opportunity to build up others in Christ. I get the opportunity to work out with other believers like A.J. Ellis. So I'm very fortunate that the Lord has still used baseball as a platform for me, hasn't taken it away. And just even working at this hitters facility in the wintertime, these young kids who are going to be venturing off on their own shortly, man, I get to build up in them and even get a chance to share Christ with them. So the Lord has really given me an opportunity to live free for Him, and it's what a blessing, because now, not chasing after the world, I don't have those burdens anymore. I have a voice, and my voice is to share Christ, and every single one of us does. As it says in Acts 4:13, man, uneducated, ordinary men, and they knew that because they were with Jesus, and that's my opportunity. I'm blessed that the Lord has just saved an ordinary man that I can be used for His glory.